There are not many collectibles in the world that are as cool as guitars. They're flawless and practical works of art that inspire players and music fans all around the world. I'm sure you're already acutely aware of the guitar's signature status as a cultural icon, but beyond good memories of the Beatles or Hendrix at Woodstock, some guitars are investments. Can you guess how much someone is willing to pay for a famous guitar? We've compiled a list of the top 10 most expensive guitars sold at auction. Let's get started. Brownie is a 1956 Fender Stratocaster with a sunburst finish, maple neck, skunk stripe routing and dot inlays, once owned by Eric Clapton. Manufactured in June 1956, it is serial number 12073. Eric Clapton sold Brownie on the 24th of June 1999 at Christie's Auction House, New York, to raise funds for Crossroads Center at Antigua, which he founded in 1997. Brownie sold for $450,000 and became the most expensive guitar ever. This record fell 2 years later when one of Jerry Garcia's guitars was sold at auction. Number 9. Stratocaster Gold Leaf. This is one of 50 originally made and signed by Clapton. This one was also made by Mark Kendrick, the builder of Clapton's original Gold Leaf, in 1996. The original Gold Leaf guitar was built by Fender master builder Mark Kendrick as a custom order for Eric Clapton at the time of the 50th anniversary of the firm in 1996, and was Slohan's main instrument of choice during the Legends period in 1997. Clapton used the guitar for the last time during his One More Car, One More Rider World Tour of 2001 before selling it to Christie's for US $455,000. The Fender Custom Shop reissued the Gold Leaf Clapton Stratocaster after 8 years of absence as a limited edition run of 50 pieces. Number 8. Gibson SG. George Harrison and John Lennon. There aren't many legendary guitars that have been used by more than one person, and this Gibson SG is the only one on our list. It was used by both Beatles, firstly by George Harrison for the 1966 Revolver album, and then 2 years later, the guitar was picked up by John Lennon for the 1968 White Album. Although the Beatles are the #1 best-selling band in the world, this is the only guitar they used that made it into the world's costliest guitars top. It was acquired by Christie's in 2004, and we can't wait for it to change owners once again to see if the price will go up as it is expected. Number 7. Fender Strat. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Number 1, also known as Vaughan's first wife, was a Fender Stratocaster used by Vaughan for most of his career, who bought him this circa 1965 Strat for his birthday in 1980. Vaughan always claimed it was a 1959 model, since that date was written on the back of the pickups. The guitar was given to him by the owner of Ray Hennings' Heart of Texas Music Shop in Austin, Texas in 1973, and was his main performing instrument and companion. Vaughan used the guitar on all 5 of his studio albums in On Family Style. 6. 1939 C.F. Martin. Eric Clapton. Although Eric Clapton's prowess on electric guitar inspired his early fans to spray paint Clapton is God all over London, his influence as an acoustic guitarist was negligible until he appeared on MTV Unplugged on January 16, 1992. Clapton not only gave his own career a boost but also turned the attention of the entire guitar market to smaller-bodied electric acoustic guitars. The importance of this guitar was underscored when it was sold at auction in 2004 for $791,500, the highest price ever paid for an acoustic guitar. Number 5. 1964 Gibson S335. Eric Clapton. Clapton used this guitar during his period with the Yardbirds, Cream, Blind Faith, and John Mayall's Blues Breakers. It was auctioned at Christie's in 2004, and at the time where it sold for $847,500. Even though the guitar was 40 years old when Clapton sold it, it was in remarkably good shape and completely stock. With the exception of its gold-plated Grover tuners that Clapton installed on the guitar very early on, the engraved, custom, truss rod cover, and black top hat control knobs that replaced the original metal cap knobs. Even the Hare Krishna stamp that George Harrison affixed to the back of the headstock was still in good shape. 4. Blackie Strat, Eric Clapton. Blackie is probably Clapton's most iconic guitar. As his story goes, Clapton bought 6 Stratocasters in a guitar shop in Texas. He then gave 3 away to Harrison, Townsend, and Winwood and pulled apart the other 3 out to build Blackie, a guitar he used for the next 15 years. Like many of his guitars, Clapton auctioned this instrument to raise money for the Crossroads Rehab Center. At the end of the auction, the price of the guitar is $959,000. 3. Washburn, Bob Marley. Bob Marley's custom-made Washburn 22 Series Hawk considered a national asset by the Jamaican government. The guitar was one of only 7 guitars in the reggae star's life. On November 21, 1971, Marley gave it to a guitar technician, Gary Carlson, saying, "Take it, you will understand later." Carlson took this mean that he should use the gift to make the world better in some way. He founded the charity Different Journeys, One Destination, and offered the guitar as a prize in a fundraising lottery. Estimated value of the guitar is $1.2 million. 2. Fender Strat, Jimi Hendrix. Hopefully no explanation is needed when we say that this guitar was one that Hendrix played at Woodstock, for example, on the Star-Spangled Banner, and Paul Allen paid $2 million for it to be housed at Experience Music Project in Seattle, Hendrix's hometown. Number 1. Reach Out to Asia Stratocaster. Let's go ahead and lead with the goods. The Fender Reach Out to Asia Stratocaster, rumored to cost Fender between $15,000 minus $25,000 to produce, was the result of the Reach Out to Asia project conceived by Canadian rocker Bryan Adams. Adams organized the venture to raise funds for victims of the 2004 tsunami in the Indian Ocean. And raise funds it did. The guitar, signed by 19 artists, including such heavyweights as Clapton, Page Gilmore, and Iommi, sold for a staggering $2.7 million at auction, making it the most expensive guitar sold to date. But it's not without its competition for the top spot, as you'll see throughout this list.